Happy Sunday and happy howl at the moon day and night. It's October 26th, 2025, so if you hear any werewolf energy in this one, that's just the vibe. This is KoiCast. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Also, tiny plot twist, this episode was made completely with AI. We're road testing Microsoft Vibe Voice 7B for the voices and production stack, so if we suddenly start singing, blame the robot.
Or thank it. Today's topic: Alibaba open-sourced Tongyi DeepResearch. Not just a model drop, an actual agent built to read the live web, browse around, and synthesize with receipts. Open code on GitHub, permissive license, very run-it-yourself energy.
Yeah, and this isn't autocomplete dressed as research. It's designed for long missions. It clicks, it reads, it compares, and my favorite sites. So when it says, here's the trend, you get the breadcrumbs back to sources. Client review gets way less painful.
Under the hood, they're talking a mixture of experts' architecture. Roughly 30.5 billion parameters total, but only about 3.3 billion active per token. Translation: big model brain, small model runtime that's friendly for a single consumer GPU or a modest cloud box, which matters if you want to actually automate research on a schedule.
Wait, I like that big brain, small price of admission. Because for marketers, the real unlock is transparency plus repeatability. Give me a weekly market scan with links, titles, and a summary column I can drop into Notion or a CMS, and I'm already saving hours.
Exactly. And it's open source. So there's no glossy hosted API yet. This is, you spin up the service, but that's not scary. Wrap it with Fast API or Express, expose a simple endpoint, and now your N8N or Make automations can trigger deep dives, competitor updates, or SERP shift checks on a cron. You can even gate it behind your own auth.
That's very you. I'd also set it to alert Slack when a competitor changes pricing pages or publishes a new What Is article, then pipe the sources into a pre-write doc, research to outline to draft to human edit, rinse, and post.
And store the browsing traces. The audit trail becomes gold for compliance and for why did we decide X messaging. 2 months later, you can reconstruct the logic.
Quick pit stop on what changed in AI land this week, because it matters here. 1. Alibaba's Quark app in China is pushing deep search to regular people. LLM reasoning plus web results. That's the same direction research agents going mainstream. 2. DeepSeek's new model is promising to basically cut usage costs in half. Pressure is on everyone to make research cheaper and faster. And broadly, you can feel the agent wave right now. Less chat, more do.
Totally. And compared to today's usual suspects, Perplexity, Notebook LM, even some closed research assistants, DeepResearch's angle is you own the stack. For teams with privacy requirements or custom tooling, that's huge. If your job is market intel or editorial planning, the cited by default behavior reduces manual fact-checking.
But let me be the gremlin. CAPTCHAs, logins, and paywalls still exist. No agent should promise to ghost through those. If you need member-only sources, you either bring credentials and legitimate access or you integrate licensed data. And dynamic web UIs break sometimes. You still need a human to spot check.
100%. Also, compute isn't free. Mixture of experts helps, but long browsing with big context windows will eat VRAM and time. CPU only is doable, but slow. If you've got a modern consumer GPU, think a single gaming card, you'll be fine for single user or small team jobs. For bigger teams, a modest cloud GPU is the pragmatic choice.
Who is this really for? I'm seeing 3 buckets. Solo creators who want to stop doom scrolling and start shipping. Small marketing teams that need weekly briefs with citations they can hand to stakeholders without feeling like frauds. And ops-minded orgs who want private, repeatable research with logs for compliance.
And engineers who like to tinker. Because the agent isn't a black box, you can add tools, enforce stricter prompts, or confine it to allowed domains. If you live in regulated spaces, that control matters.
Let's talk workflows that actually ship. Example 1. Weekly Market Suite. The agent hits your list of sources, adds a SERP check for your top 5 keywords, compiles changes with links and deltas, and posts a Slack summary plus a Notion database update. Human gives it a 10-minute glance, tags needs a take, and that spawns a content brief.
Example 2. Campaign pre-write. The agent pulls competitor positioning, pricing snapshots, and recent press mentions. Then it drafts a messaging grid, a FAQ with source links, and a short copy deck. Human tightens tone, legal skims for accuracy. You go from 0 to draft in an hour instead of a day.
And multi-format. Use the research to feed your video script generator, then align B-roll suggestions to cited facts. For audio like, I don't know, a podcast prep doc, drop the links, talking points, and quote safely reminders. We literally did that.
Cost and value. Open source means no per-seat fee, but budget for GPUs or slower cycles. Compared to paying per query to a hosted agent, owning the runtime can be cheaper at scale and more predictable. For a scrappy team, the main cost is the initial setup and a bit of dev time to wrap endpoints and build guardrails.
Who should feel a little nervous? Any closed research tool that can't show its work. Citations plus browsing traces are becoming the norm. If your tool only says, "Trust me," that's not it. Also, systems that lock you into their UI, people want to wire research into their existing stack, not live in yet another tab.
Limitations to plan around, robots.txt and anti-bot rules. Respect them. Rate limits throttle politely. Paywalls use your actual credentials or licensed feeds. Log everything requests, decisions, sources for audits. And always keep a human in the loop for judgment, because citations help, but they don't absolve you.
Give me your "if I had a day to build this recipe."
Sure, spin up Docker with the DeepResearch service. Wrap it with Fast API for a simple post-research job. Add a queue Redis or a lightweight worker to manage longer runs. Wire N8N cron trigger for weekly sweeps, webhook for ad hoc asks, Slack node for summaries, Google Sheets or Notion node for structured logs. Persist browsing traces in Postgres, toss raw artifacts in S3. Build a tiny review UI so humans can approve, edit, or rerun with constraints. Done.
Love it. Mine is vibes first. I do a style brief template with voice rules and banned claims. The agent outputs must include source URLs, dates accessed, and a confidence rating. If confidence is below, say, 0.7, it flags needs human. Also, meme rule, every deck gets one citation or it didn't happen sticker. Keeps the team honest.
Competitive note. Open source plus mixture of experts plus citations puts pressure on premium research assistants. Alibaba moving this into the wild and shipping deep features to consumers via Quark signals the direction. Research agents won't stay a niche, they'll be embedded in search, docs, and ops.
And that DeepSeek cheaper usage drumbeat tells me we're headed toward commoditized research passes, where the differentiator is workflow and trust, not just model raw power. Whoever nails schedule, cite, review, ship, with the least hassle wins.
Final take. Automate the digging, keep the decisions. Tongyi DeepResearch is a pragmatic ad if you care about privacy, citations, and building your own lanes. No glossy hosted API yet, but for many teams, that's the feature.
Howl at the moon with your agents. Just don't let them bite your compliance team. Kidding, kinda.
That's the show. Thanks for hanging with us on KoiCast. Hit koi.com/resources for AI news, workflows, and deep dives.
Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're celebrating Howl at the Moon Day, may your agents fetch only the good links.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Riley. Catch you next time.